we're just reading a little bit more of the Iranian literature. It's really interesting, yeah. From page 301. From Edward G. Brown, A Literary History of Persia, from Ferdowsi to Tadae, copyright by the Cambridge University Press and reprinted by permission of the syndics of the press and literary executors of Edward G. Brown. Quatrains. Hanzala Bagishi, about 850. If lordship is a lion's jaws, if lordship in a lion's jaws should hang, go run the risk and seize it from his fang. Thine shall be greatness, glory, rank, and place, or else like heroes thine be death to face. Firuz al-Mashriki, about 890. A bird the arrow is, what marvel, thou wilt say? A bird that marketh over some living thing its prey. A gift the eagle gave it, from her own quills a plume, wherewith it straightway bringeth her nestlings to their doom. Shahid Balki died about 950. If grief had smoke, as hath the blazing fire, the world would be for aye in darkness blind. Travel the world from end to end entire. A wise man wholly happy thou'lt not find. 'Tis with learning and wealth like Narcissus and Rose. At the same time and place neither one of them grows. For where there is learning, wealth is not there. And where there is wealth, little learnings to spare. Translations by A.V. Williams Jackson. From A.V. Williams Jackson, Early Persian Poetry, copyright 1920 by the Macmillan Company, reprinted by permission. Abu Lakair, 967 to 1049. Sir, blame me not if wine I drink, or spend my life in striving wine and love to blend. When sober, I with rivals sit, but when beside myself, I am beside the friend. Said I, to whom belongs thy beauty? He replied, since I alone exist, to me. Lover, beloved, and love am I in one? Beauty and mirror, and the eyes which see? When me at length thy love's embrace shall claim, to glance at paradise I deem it shame. While to a thieless heathen were I called, such heathen in hell to me would seem the same. O God, I crave thy grace for helpless me, for hapless me, for hapless me, enough thy clemency. Each some protector, some defender claims, but I, poor, friendless I, have none but thee. Translated by Edward G. Brown. From Edward G. Brown, A Literary History of Persia, from Ferdowsi to Tadae, copyright by the Cambridge University Press and reprinted by permission of the syndics of the press and the literary executors of Edward G. Brown. Kamal ad-Din Isfahani died 1237. My love for thee, O thou, the world's desire, doth fill with anguish, sweet my longing soul. About my broken heart thy tresses roll, and bind it whole again with bands of fire. When wisdom sees thy face, her calmness flies. The cypress sees thee, and its rival knows. The morning's breeze over fair rose gardens blows. Breath, thy sweet perfume, and in envy dies. In hopeless longing all men to thy door draw nigh, then turn away with anguished hearts. Yet love thee still, O strange thy subtle arts, that keep them all thy slaves for evermore. O love, thy hair, thy locks of night and musk, the very wind therein doth lose his way, while in the perfumed darkness he would stray. And my heart too is lost and scented dusk. Thy crescent brows irradiate the night. Love of thy lips and tresses give thou me. Thy breast is like the restless, heaving sea. Thine eyes are stars of sorrow and delight. The veil that hides the brightness of thine eyes has the cloud that wraps the moon's soft sheen. Thy brows are bows, thy glances arrows keen, wherewith to make my wounded heart thy prize. And yet thy love is hollow as a shell, until thine eyes shall have been dimmed by tears, until thy heart shall have been torn by fears. Oh, then, only then, shalt thou love me well. Yet grieve not that I grieve, soul of the sea. What is my heart that thou shouldest comfort it with wine or song, with smile or dance or wit? Dust of thy threshold is enough for me. I said unto my heart, thou leavest me. No more hast thou thy home within my breast. My heart replied, with her is life and rest. I may no longer tarry here with thee. In my life's reckoning, to show some gain, even empty pleasures miserly I count. Alas, alas, small is their whole amount, measured against the awful sum of pain. Translated by Ethel Watts Mumford and Louis H. Gray. How to Succeed. Ubaid Zakani died about 1371. Yes, still Iranian literature, page 304. How to Succeed. A certain gypsy reproached his son, saying, "You do nothing and spend your life in idleness. How often must I tell you that you should learn to turn somersaults, make dogs jump through hoops, or walk on a tightrope, so that you may derive some profit from life? If you won't listen to me, by heaven, I will send you to college to learn their moth-eaten science and to become a learned man, so that all your life you may continue in abasement, poverty, and ill fortune, and be unable to earn a single barley corn anywhere." Translated by Edward G. Brown. From the Anvar-i-Shahali, or Lights of Canopus. They have related that in ancient times there was a king fond of hunting. He was ever giving reins to the courser of his desire in the pursuit of game. He was always casting the lasso of gladness over the neck of sport. How this king had a hawk Now this king had a hawk who at a single flight could bring down the submerged from the peak of Kaf, and in terror of whose claws the constellation Aquila kept himself close in the green nest of the sky.